Righto, they got themselves formed up. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. They do the salute as they come around. Done their salute to the crowd. It's time to go racing. And no one can tell me what the problem is with Corey McCullough's car, but obviously it's something that is not good, and he sits on the infield there.
We've got anyone that's in the pits who can get their crew to get here with the fire. Can you get that out to change it? Right. Okay, thank you. Probably because he didn't have the crew to change it when he worked out there anyway.
Charles Hunter in there in the pits as well, in the centre I should say.
Made the choice not to start.
Righto, so bad luck there for two. Charles Hunter in the infield there as well as Corey McCullough. And can't quite see whether the other car is a leftover from the other or he is a non-starter as well. Anyway, we're under starters' hands now. Green flag at the ready. 30 laps for the Eureka Garages and Sheds final for round one. And racing, and a beautiful start by Grant Anderson. Anderson slots straight into the lead. Peter pushing and shoving back in the field, but no major dramas. Someone's got a problem. It looks like it might be good Jordan Charge over on the back there, but it's Anderson from Jet, the Brett Milburn, Matty Reid, Jai O'Keefe, Ryan Davis, Bobby Daly, Paul Solomon, Braden Parr and Brenton Farrer are your top nine. And it's his Jordan Charge that headed to the infield, but it's Grant Anderson out in front from Milburn and Reid. Reid looking like but Anderson's bolted at the moment, 15.885 his time, but he has just bolted from the rest of the field. And Grant Anderson owns this place. Here comes Matty Reid. He's put a move on Milburn now. Reid up into two. Back in the pack, the Sprint Pig rounds him off at the moment, but he's going to get a lap very shortly the way Grant Anderson's going. Anderson on the charge. Reid, Milburn, back to O'Keefe, back to Ryan Davis, and then it's Paul Solomon as they go through. Paul Solomon back to Bobby Daly, and then Brenton Farrer, Eddie Lumber, and Braden Parr's the top 10. But our leader still got the length of the straight lead on Matty Reid in 2. Joy O'Keefe looking quick, a bit of smoke coming out there of the Brett Milburn car, but it's probably just oil on the extractors, but you never know. Solomon, Farah, back there, Farah at the moment, where is he now? Bretton Farah's in 8. Our leader is coming round on the back markers now. He's still got the length of the straight lead on Reid. Here comes Joy O'Keefe, and looked like he was going to put a move on Milburn, but just didn't work out. The leader now into the traffic. It's going to slow him down a little bit now with traffic. He comes up behind the back of Donegan, the Sprint Pig. Not game to do the big run around the outside yet. He's just sizing up where he's at now. He's going for the run around the outside of the Sprint Pig. So Anderson, the Sprint Pig, Anderson, he's got one. He's up to Hughes now in the 28 car as his next victim if he can get there. Reid still got fresh air at the moment, no traffic, so he can do it pretty easy. So the running order is Anderson, Reid, Milburn, O'Keefe, Davis, Solomon, that's Paul Daly, Brenton Farah, Eddie Lumber, Chris Solomon is in the 10 now. So Chris Solomon starting to work his way up. Laps down so far, 11, 19 to go. Eddie Lumbar gets a little bit untidy as he exits 4, sorts it all out. Anderson, though, has only lapped 1 so far and just settled out in the groove. Reid's made up a little bit of ground on him, but not a lot. Anderson's got a bit of fresh air, and we've got one guy around. Oh, airborne goes. Eddie Lumber keeps the car going and rejoins the race. Eddie Lumber, what a show there. Got the thing totally airborne and saved that lose, and he's back in the race. I've got to call him Lucky Eddie, not Fast Eddie, after that little performance. Anderson still going. Reid's closed a bit of ground up on him now. The difference between them is 2.55 seconds, 2.5 seconds between first and second at the moment as Anderson puts another one down on the board. Reid as the gap changed, 2.6 at the moment, so he's lost a bit of ground to him. 7 seconds back to Ryan Davis. Paul Sullivan still sitting in 6th, Daly in 7th, Farah in 8th, Chris Solomon 9th, Braden Parr 10th at the moment. Joy O'Keefe sits there at the moment in 4th position, can't seem to do much. The laps now, 15 laps, 16 laps down, halfway mark we've hit. And Anderson still comfortably the leader. Reid's closed up a bit of ground. Milburn is in comfortable position at this stage because Joy O'Keefe has not been able to make any inroads on him. He just sits there quite comfortably in 3rd. 2nd over the line now. Now 3rd, Milburn, O'Keefe. O'Keefe back to Davis, Solomon, then Daly, Farah, Solomon, that's Chris, and then Brenton. Farah's the top 10 at the moment. The rest are not going to win this at this stage. That's our leader down the back straight. Where's the leader now? Here's our leader over the line now. The gap back to second place. Reid has opened up a little bit, and Reid second place has got Milburn hot on his tail now. Milburn closed the gap. O'Keefe. So Milburn, keep your eye on 2nd and 3rd. Milburn the mover as Anderson's pulled out a lead again. He's got the length of the straight lead on 2nd. Milburn can see Reid not that far in front of him. A couple of cars. He's lost a bit of ground there, Milburn. Reid, I think he got a bit untidy coming out of that last, out of turn 2. Picks it up again and gets it going. So it's Reid still, Milburn and O'Keefe running 3, 2, 3 and 4. But our leader, Anderson, here he is now on the start-finish line, comfortable, has extended his lead. It's out now to, what does it say, 4.8 seconds he's extended the lead to, so he's definitely on the charge, Anderson. His best time, 15.338 at the moment, so he's pretty consistent in his times. The others are starting to drop off a little bit, I'd say, as he works his way through these back markers. Anderson now up on the back of the 88 car as he comes through, looking to make a move there on Grant Stanfield. But Anderson just working his way slowly through this field. Reid comes over the line now, so he's extended his lead. Second, third and fourth, still very close together. Then it's back to Ryan Davis. Then it's Paul Solomon, Bobby Daly, Bretton Farrer, Chris Solomon. None of these are going to catch the leader at this stage. 27 laps for Anderson. There's 3 laps left in this race. It's going to go the distance. It's going to go all the way as Anderson puts another lap on the board. 28 laps, 2 laps left in this race. The white flag will come out next time around for Grant Anderson. He has done it, do this beautifully. Anderson going to win this convincingly. He's out to 5.5 second lead now as he takes the white. One to go for Anderson. And as I said, 5.5 seconds over Reid, crosses the line. Reid, Milburn and O'Keefe in fourth. But here comes the leader now. Grant Anderson takes the checkered flag in the 37 car. Brilliant drive. Reid over for second, Milburn for third. Jai O'Keefe will pick up fourth. Ryan Davis is in fifth. Paul Solomon sixth. Seventh is Bobby Daly. Eighth, Bretton Farrer. Ninth, Chris Solomon. 10th is Terry Rankin. That's your top 10. So absolutely brilliant drive by Grant Anderson. Righto, don't leave just yet. The presentation will be done on the track in just a few minutes. As soon as they can get down, the presentation is going to be done on the track right in front of you, so don't go away yet. Cheer on Grant Anderson. He put in an absolutely magnificent drive there. The lap difference of 5.437 seconds over Matty Reid in second place and Brett Milburn third. Fourth place goes to Jai O'Keefe. Fifth to Ryan Davis in the 95. Sixth to the V7 of Paul Solomon. Seventh to the Bobby Daly in the V8. Eighth to Bretton Farrer in the V34. Ninth to Chris Solomon in the V83. 10th to Terry Rankin in the V29 car. And I can't tell you the rest because I can't change this thing. Just got it on. Righto, we'll just wait for Ian Vale from the SRA to go down there, and this presentation will be done to Grant Anderson on track in about a minute and a half, as soon as Valey can get himself down there. And while Valey's just getting himself down there, I'd like to thank all the infield officials and track staff around the track, the pit officials, everyone on behalf of Dave and Helen Roberts. They all do a wonderful job, and it just doesn't happen on its own. It takes people to make this all come together. And they've done a great job as usual, all our infield officials and the guys up here in the box with me in that. And Valey just on his way down there now. Grandy got himself out of the car, and we'll just wait for Ian to get himself organised down there.